editing and rewriting right now. This one's a serious book. Violet was a comedy, and it's called "You Can Only See Clearly from Here." It's about
I love it.
two sisters and their mother, who was a failed photographer and who was bipolar. And it's about the sisters' lives, how they grew up, kind of, and it took place in the 80s. So this was when the bipolar disease was just really being diagnosed and kind of experimented with as far as treatment. So the sisters each have their own story.
Very
and
interesting.
I wrote this one in 2012, and it's been very near and dear to me because I really want to tell the story succinctly and with guts and with compassion. So I'm working hard at that. But the fun thing that's out is my new Nora Pepper Paranormal series. Nora Pepper is a personal chef and reluctant psychic. And she has I call it's like Scooby-Doo for grown-ups, essentially. So we have our cast of characters. We have her crazy grandma who's very psychic and reads tarot cards and is all into the whole, new agey thing and tries to draw Nora in, who she doesn't really want a lot to do with it. Oh,
fun.
And we have her Ojibwa ex-husband, who is a police detective and very handsome, and they're both still in love with each other, but they're both really stubborn, and so they run up against each other now and again. And her best friend Kat. So these folks turn up in all the books. The first two are out. Pendulum is the first book of the series, and the one that just came out is The Zone. And The Zone, I hear, is very creepy. I'm getting Stephen King vibes from everybody. I've been getting some. I got my first Stephen King comment last week, and a gal got a hold of me and said, I'm scared to death and I want to put it down, but I keep reading it.
Oh,
but it's just like reading a Stephen King novel. So Big Steve, if you're out there, we need to sit down and have a bourbon because it's a bourbon day.
And a cigar.
Yeah. I hear Big Steve does not drink or smoke anymore.
Oh,
so, that's
he can watch us.
We'll have a coffee. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right.
It doesn't matter.
We'll hang. It's good. And so the third book in that series, I'm hoping will be out in December. It's called Red Butterfly, so that's coming out. And this will be a 6-book series, unless
Love it.
Nora has a lot more to say, because I'm finding that I really like her, and she's kind of bugging me about writing right now her story instead of this, other story. But it's really important to me.
So that would be kind of a prequel.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Another idea came to my mind as you were talking, and we know a few authors, you and I do, and I think we'll have to have a book signing at our new studio.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'd like that a lot, yeah.
Okay, we could,
I'd like that a lot.
Before anybody gets there, we can go down to the Blind Pig.
Yeah.
And
prepare.
And prepare, yes. Talk strategy.
Yeah.
Book sales, that sort of thing.
Yes,
it is. I'm going to have to get a little sign made to put on the door.
I think that'll be great.
Yeah, me too.
I also have a kid's book that just came out.
I saw, and weren't you just at Barnes & Noble?
I was just at Barnes & Noble. I just had my first children's book signing, and I've got another one coming up on the 22nd.
Very cool.
At the Howe Memorial Library in Breckenridge.
Very
So
cool.
I will be there at 11 to do, I'm going to be reading the children's book and signing books for kids and moms and dads and teachers. This book was really near and dear to me. I don't know if you know, but I used to be a counselor at a women's shelter and wrote the first children's program that was federally funded for services for kids in shelters. So when I was working there, I noticed that, these families come in and they're very wounded, and even parents had a hard time telling kids how great they were because, maybe that wasn't a message that they heard. And so I wrote a little poem, and I used to read it to my kids about self-esteem and being an individual and families, and they loved it. And then I read it to my grandkids, and they loved it. And my kids encouraged me to illustrate it. Finally.
Nice.
And I illustrated it. It's very, the characters are so ambiguous, really, that they can be any kind of family, gay, straight, lesbian, any culture. So it's very all-inclusive, very diverse.
Very good.
And so and then I shopped the book and had a real hard time finding anybody to pick it up. So I decided to self-publish, and my daughter's reading it at Head Start, so that's really awesome.
Nice.
I'm so excited, and I've been into a few of the schools with it, and here and in Saginaw, kids really connect with it, and so I'm very excited. And that was the only one that when I got the first copy, when I got my proof, I bawled my head off. So I was so excited because they were my drawings.
Right, that is so cool.
And the book.
I can't wait to see that one. So I'll have to buy that for my grandchildren.
I happen to have a few copies down in the car. Yes.
Oh, what a coinky dink.
Yeah, so that's out. And then my last one that's out is called Rotten Peaches, and it's a collection of short and flash fiction. Rotten Peaches, the title story, is part of a larger project. It's part of a book called Gigantic, about a fictional town called Gigantic, Michigan, where they raise peaches, and all of the crazy people that live there and are kind of intertwined. So
interesting.
It's like, Peyton Place with peaches and a lot of comedy.
That sounds really fun too. There was a place in Ohio, a peach place in Ohio as well, called Catawba Island.
Yeah. Maybe.
I bet it was a lot like.
It probably was a lot like
I'm
that.
thinking so. Very interesting. See what I mean? She's a very interesting and diverse person.
I've got some ideas for you when you're done.
Oh, great. Okay.
I wrote them down.
Oh, good. Yeah, you got to write things down for me because, my brain there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yes. I can't even imagine.
There, yeah.
So where do you get your ideas?
They
just come to you?
They just, yeah. Yeah, In Violet's Wake, which is a comedy, it's about 5 men who've all been married to the same woman. That actually came not really from life, but it kind of. I was having some drinks with some of my friends one night. We were kind of laughing about this woman who went from man to man to man, and I said, "Wouldn't it be hilarious if all these men got together and formed a support group?" And then I got home and said, "Wow, that's really funny," and it wouldn't leave me alone, so I wrote a movie script.
Oh, that's right. I even forgot about that.
I was taking a screenwriting class, so I wrote a movie script first, and from that, the book was born. So, yeah. So the movie script's still floating around out there, so you never know. I'm imagining folks who would star in the movie, you see.
It isn't us.
It's right. Yeah. Well, I need 5 hunky and non-hunky guys, so, yeah.
We'll help you.
Okay.
Find them.
You could help.
We'll do the auditions.
Yeah, we'll help pick them out.
Okay.
And we'll film in Michigan. Don't you think?
Yes, by all
we should
means.
Because the story does. All of my stories actually take place in Michigan. I'm a Michigan author, and my stories take place here. So.
And that's cool. There's so many different things in Michigan. There's so many different sites and like those sand dunes. What are they? Something bear.
The Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Yeah. That's like being in California.
Yeah, and that's why I'm also a filmmaker, which you know that.
Right.
And now you know that.
Now I know.
And now you all know that. And when we lost some of those tax breaks here, I was really upset because Michigan is prime for movie making. I mean, we have everything. We have inner urban city. We have beautiful cities. We have lakes. We have the dunes. We have forests, we have hills and waterfalls. We have everything here.
Yeah.
So anything that any director wants to
lighthouses.
We have everything.
Yes.
We have everything here. So we should be making movies here, would bring more jobs and what fun.
Maybe we should make that our new goal.
I think that would be a great goal.
I wonder how we'd go about that.
I'm not sure.
Let's think about it.
We shall.
Okay.
Write that down.
We know photographers that can help us too.
Excellent.
Write that down as a goal.
All right. Okay. Remind me because right now I'm going to tell you about a place in Burton, Michigan called New Beginning Fair. And they have crystals and all kinds of stuff like that, all kind of woo-woo stuff. But above and beyond that, Cassie, one of the owners, is a Reiki master. It's where I learned Reiki. And she is an amazing person, and she's a hypnotherapist. She's a palm and angel card reader.
She's really good.
She does acupuncture. She's amazing. She's an amazing woman.
She is amazing.
And her husband, Christopher, is a psychic card reader, and he is very, very intelligent and just knows a lot.
Right on.
Yes. And he he knows so much stuff. He just knows it. You know, you can ask him.
When he does
just
a
about
reading for
anything.
you, he takes your phone and records it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You don't have to know how to do it because he knows how, and he'll just take care of it for you.
I knew
pretty cool.
how. I knew how.
Well, I didn't. So he just, give me your phone, he goes. Yeah.
Anyway, their office is in Burton, Michigan, and it's at 1022 North Genesee Road. The number is 810-744-4077. And, you know, our sponsors here on W4 Divas and the Divalution Show are all people that are really good people. And we know them all. We don't just go out and seek people. We make sure that they resonate and that we'll treat you right, because that's really important. And these two people are definitely two of those people. That's 1022 North Genesee Road, Cassie and Christopher Paris.
Make sure you tell him that you heard it on the Divalution Show.
Yes, please. I think we're going to take another little break, and I know that you probably have to go fill your bourbon glass. I know mine's empty.
Well, of course it is.
So when we come back, we're going to keep talking with our guest, Robin Deveroux Nelson. We're going to tell you what's coming up this week, what kind of show we're having next week, and our event that's coming up. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you one of those people who sit, watch HGTV, dreaming, drooling, trying to envision your home and how you can make it exactly what you want? And then you try, and you only have a budget of maybe $500, maybe you have a budget of $5,000, but you go all over the place and you're trying to put it together and everything's brought in and you just are so disappointed because it's not even close to what you see, and you're thinking, how do they do it? And you can't afford to bring somebody in that charges by the hour and everything. Well, guess what? You are in luck. Wendell's Home Design is back in a bigger and a better way with Wendell's Design Studio. Yes, our whole heart is we make interior design affordable. That's right. Whether your budget is $1,000, $1,500, $10,000, $40,000, whatever it is, we can come in and transform your home into exactly what you desire. It's your dream. It's your vision. And it's not something where you walk in and it's like, oh, they did that and a peacock, I don't even like them. It's all about you. So anyway, come visit our new studio where we have lines from Lazy Boy to Clearance Center. We have access to Flex Steel, Norwalk, Comfort Design, American Leather, Century Furniture, Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein. We have it all. Come on in. We do blinds. We actually do curtains. We do backdrops, backsplashes for kitchens, bathrooms. We even have wallpaper. We can bring everything to your home, even with our wonderful lighting gallery within our store. Come visit us, Wendell's Design Studio in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, 5260 East Pickard Street, or give us a call, 989-317-9000. See how you can literally transform your home beside Art Van Mount Pleasant.
Let LC Makeup Artistry help you believe in your own beauty. Professional makeup artist and medical esthetician. She's an award winner for her airbrush makeup, skincare treatments, and hair removal. Call Laura at 989-493-2607 or visit her online at lcmakeupartistry.com. So we're going to take one more break, but not for a while yet. So we're here with Robin Deveroux Nelson. We're talking about her books now and her big book tour that she's going to do this fall. Oh, it'll start with
our
yes.
book signing.
We'll have to put that together because I think that would be really fun.
It would be fun.
Especially once we get upstairs from the blind pig. So We're drinking Asteria Bronco. Not Blanco, it's Bronco. It's from a different country. Portugal. It's from Portugal. And it's pretty good. Are you liking it?
I do. It's very nice.
It's a good summer wine.
It's nice and light. Yep.
So anyway, you have, so